Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
My very great pleasure to welcome, from what I called before, Planet Paekakariki. It does seem to be on another wave. Holly Ewens, a very, very good morning and welcome to you.
Oh, pleasure to be here.
Oh, lovely, Holly. Holly, you're back on the community board and you have some new faces around you, don't you?
We do. In fact, I'm the only old face.
I wouldn't call it old. It's all relative,
well,
Holly.
We do have the youngest elected member in the country on our board, so I suppose it is quite old, really. So I'm delighted to have Sophie Hanford, 18 years old,
Yes.
our new Paekakariki Raumati ward councillor. Tina Pope, who some would know from her work as potty potters in the school garden group and as chair of the Paekakariki Housing Trust. And we've got Dan O'Connell, who also sits on the Community Trust, which is the trust that looks after St Peter's Hall, amongst other things. And then we've got Jess Hortop, who's also on the Paekakariki School Board of Trustees and brings her experience as a school teacher to the table. So I think we've got a really progressive, diverse and engaged voice.
I reckon it sounds great. And, of course, your good self. No announcement about the chair as yet, but I'd lay money on your good self, actually.
Oh, well, we'll see. We've got a meeting on Thursday, so I'll let you know.
Okay, Holly. Okay, the other thing that you put a lot of time into is this newsletter of what's happening in Paekakariki. And there's heaps, isn't there?
Right. Oh, there's always heaps on in our village. It's all sorts of things. This weekend, though, was particularly colourful. We've got the Paekakariki Pride Festival, which is also called the Rainbow in the Village, and there's a myriad of different community activities and festivals and parties, from picnics. We've got the shortest unofficial Pride parade, which walks down the parade, all very family friendly. A kids disco, they've got a sea swim, they've got a bike ride, they've got a family picnic, they've got a quiz night, and they've got a big Saturday night dance party. And then we've also got on Saturday, prior to that, we've got the legendary, which has now become legendary, Paekakariki School Plant Sale.
Oh, yes.
For thousands and thousands of plants. Tina Pope has been instrumental in that, and there's also a garden gala which has got a rainbow theme to it too, so the kids can get their hair done and dressed up for the Pride Parade, which is just really
lovely.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course we've also got lots of gigs always in our village. So the reason why we started the newsletter is I'm also the editor of paekakariki.nz. So if listeners haven't checked it out yet, just paekakariki.nz. We've got a really full calendar there of all the events in the village, from poetry readings to yoga classes to the Chills concerts or the Pride Festival. So I just urge people to check it out, but they can also subscribe to our newsletter. Yeah, you can find us on Facebook too.
Excellent. So what gigs are coming up this weekend?
Well, the Pride Festival is taking most of the people this weekend, although last weekend we did have a wonderful red fountain last weekend, which was just awesome.
Yes.
That was a sold-out show. What else have we got coming up? I'm just going to urge listeners to go and... Paekakariki.nz.
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on my way. Hey, well, Holly, thank you very much for joining us. I realise that you have another engagement on right now.
I do. I'm at the standing orders workshop at council.
Well, I think that you owe me a favour for dragging you out of that, to give you some respite for a few minutes. That's my theory anyway.
I'll buy you a coffee sometime.
Oh, bless you, Holly. Been lovely to catch up with you, and perhaps we can do it again sometime.
Yes, that would be great.
Thank you very much. That's Holly Ewens.
106.3 Beach FM.